The Beef Checkoff has funded a large sustainability project, and it's the first and largest study of its kind. And it's really benchmarking U.S. beef sustainability from cradle, so from the birth of the animal, all the way to the grave. And that, to us, we have defined that as through the consumer, and even taking the packaging material to disposal, so into waste facilities and whatnot. And this is a very complex and challenging topic, as you can imagine, because the beef industry is one of the most challenging and complex biological systems in the world. So it's quite an undertaking. And the checkoff has, really raised their voice and are really setting the pace for all of animal agriculture to say that, we care about sustainability. To the beef industry, it's not just a carbon footprint question, but it's a question about all environmental impacts, social responsibility, and then economics as well. So it's really a three-pillared sort of challenge and certainly I think a goal to understand how we can improve our sustainability over time.
As I understand, through some of this research, you hope to develop some tools and processes through which individual producers or people at different phases of beef production would be able to identify areas where it's either well sustainable or areas where we might be able to make improvements and then really target those particular processes.
Right, that's correct. So in the complexity of our system, there's, as we all know, different phases that that the animals go through. So there's, of course, the cow-calf and the stalker and then the feed yard and then into the packers, and this even goes through case-ready, distribution centers, retailers, restaurants. It's really the gamut of the entire chain. So one of our goals is to provide a tool for each phase along the industry to assess their own individual sustainability, and then to work towards improving that. So we're hoping that it can be used in a way to, potentially answer certainly the sustainability question and how we're going to improve over time, but also issues with regulation that may be more environmentally driven, or could even give folks a different point on which to market, just by saying we may or may not be sustainable, but we're certainly improving these things to become more sustainable.